2009 Chevy pickup truck. This is actually the 2500 heavy duty crew cab with a 6-foot bed. This has the V8 diesel engine, and it has been modified. So it has the emissions delete modified powertrain control module, and as you can see, I got K&M intake. There we see with the mass airflow meter. Now the truck runs good and strong, works well. It's a used truck, came from the auction. It has some issues here with the headlights. Has an aftermarket headlight, xenon headlight system, which of course we're just replacing the xenon headlight that's not working with a conventional bulb. Okay, well, here we see in many of these late model diesel engines are common rail diesel, and what that means, of course, is I have a high pressure fuel pump that develops the necessary fuel pressure to inject directly into the cylinder, and we have individual injectors. And so here we see one of these injectors up here in the front. So what is it doing? It's direct injection for a diesel application, very high rail pressure, and of course actuating the injector electrically, inject the fuel directly into the cylinder. And it gives all kinds of, I guess, advantages. So I can, of course, obviously, act as a governor, carefully controlling idle speed, limiting maximum speed, controlling rate of acceleration. Now, this does have an emissions delete on it, so there's no DEF fluid, there's no selective reduction catalyst, there's no particulate filter, so this is just a straight pipe on the way back. A turbocharger does dampen the sound of the exhaust, but it's still kind of noisy. It is a diesel, and it would make somebody a real nice farm truck. And of course, as we come across, we see the conventional air conditioner, compressor, and alternator. Now, obviously, as I pass through the compressor of the turbocharger, I need to come back out to a aftercooler, get that temperature back down before I come back to the intake manifold. As I look in the engine compartment, it is very, very tight. It could be very hard to work on. I believe what happens, a lot of people who do work on these vehicles, if there's any major engine work to be done, they can actually kind of lower the, I should say the frame, or I should say lift the cab up off the frame. That might be the easiest way to work on it. Well, this is definitely a diesel. I don't think this is really a coal rolling diesel, but certainly one that you don't have to worry about DEF fluid or any elaborate selective reduction catalyst or particulate filter. Actually, it idles nice and smooth and is strong when you drive it. Have rather elaborate mirrors. There is a fixture in the bed for a fifth wheel. And the fifth wheel is not there, so if you're pulling a horse trailer or a car trailer, this would be a good vehicle for that. Okay, and I think what we have here, this is the 6L90. So this is the 6-speed General Motors transmission, and here I have it in the manual mode. It may be kind of arguing with me because I'm not going very fast, and I have my little trailer tow feature right there, so go to the trailer tow mode. Oh, suspension's a little stiff, and I'm about 3 feet off the ground. Certainly don't have to worry about ground clearance on this one. It's getting a little approach there as I accelerate. I can actually hear the sound of the exhaust coming around the turbine wheel of the the turbocharger, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead and park it. Actually, what's happening is headlights are being worked on, and it does have an issue with the anti-lock brake system. But other than that, it's ready to go.